Bhaskar, and thank you. The joinees. I think this topic it cannot be covered in half an hour or 1 hour time frame. So there are a lot many slides. So I just wanted to quickly start without giving any kind of brief introduction and about all. And I can say that it is just all about you and what actually you know, and the things the things available outside are exactly what actually you are having inside you. So this is all about you. Please concentrate on the slides. So let us begin with the question that, 1 second. So let me ask you, I would like to begin with a question here for you. So how many of you are here with this profession by choice or maybe an accident? So just put it in your chat box and we'll move on further. So are you really enjoying the job, what you are doing now, or you are just continuing because of some constraints? So this also need to be understood very well while looking for the next level, what actually there for you in this profession. So here, I would say that we as a bid managers or proposal managers or the people related to this profession, we are not introduced to the industry directly from the education institutions or the universities. So somewhere we had begun our career in the related to our education, and after that, with some kind of experience gain, we have entered into that in this domain. So I would say, if you look at this diagram, it's a simple illustration showing. So from what are the main streams we have entered into this field. So it may be a technical or a commercial, sales, marketing. You must have done your basic graduation in engineering. So you can relate yourself to the technical. If you are into management side, so you can relate that you entered through sales or marketing or some other kind of management stream. So we are not directly introduced to the companies as a bid and proposal managers from the education institutions. So we don't have any courses in the universities. So after gaining some certain experience only, we entered this field. So that is why I just told you, entry may be a choice or maybe an accident. So that depends upon the case to case, individual to individual. So just let us look at how an ideal career growth looks like. So we must have seen our parents or our earlier generations. They began in one company and in one domain or in one industry, and they continued till the retirement. So it was so obvious, and that time there were no bigger opportunities, or people used to scare about that changes and all. So they used to stick to one industry, one company, and they used to begin and start and end in that particular stream. So how it looked like. So my slides are visible full screen, right? Because I have some kind of obstructions coming from Zoom.
It's all good here.
It is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay, then. So I have figured out 4 mainstreams: engineering, healthcare, and information technology, and other domains. So where people start from the graduation. First, we go to schools, colleges, and universities to educate ourselves, and after that we maybe in the campus interviews we get the job opportunities, or maybe after coming out of the universities, and we start looking for our own the jobs which we like. So it happens uh, in every industry. So I have taken four examples. One is engineering, healthcare sector, as well as this information technology and other domains. So just consider a person who graduates, and after that he goes to the post graduation program, and after that maybe through campus interviews, or maybe by their own struggle, they find the first job and slowly grow. If you see these dots are growing bigger and bigger. Okay, so this shows a career growth with the time. So in the person here, in the person graduates for that the post graduation, and joins first job, and slowly starts growing second job, third job, fourth job, fifth job, and maybe here they may choose to retire, or maybe choose to become entrepreneurs. So that completely upon depend upon their own choice. So it happens in every industry. So this is a ideal slow and like I shown here, slow and steady wins the race. This is the case actually I've shown. And we grow, like we start here as a small kids, slowly gaining the experiences, and in between, in the mid career, uh, we do a lot of work, and after that we become a specialist kind of person. So now I have shown the ideal kind of uh, path, and nowadays people usually do not follow, and we have jumped into multiple companies, multiple professions, or multiple domains, industries. So we are going on like that. Here, while changing our jobs or companies, two important things are there which put us into an urgency. So one is the disasters, and another is the technology obsolescence. How it was, how it looks like. So you have started the first job and second job, and it is growing, and after that there is some kind of recession happened, and companies laying off the employees. So this is the disaster for you. Layoff is the disaster. Bankruptcy, company, you are growing with the company, and suddenly something happens with the company, and company has actually got into bankruptcy, or it was declared into non-profit asset. So it may be anything related to the company, that's not related to you. Layoff, it also may be related to both the sides, company as well as you. So, and coming to the next disaster, I am taking an example of technology operations. You were working in one technology, and now the technology has obsolescence because there are some upgraded versions came into the market, and you need to upgrade yourself. So mid-career cases, war situations, recession, pandemic, other disasters you can imagine, but disasters are there, and they'll definitely put you under urgency. So under urgency, it won't be a kind of a plan, execution of a plan. It is completely a firefight under urgency. Okay, so you need to consider all these things, and these two factors put you under urgency. So, and one more thing very commonly seen is the stagnancy. After some time, the growth stops. If you look at that green color line, so let us just consider myself that my career growth is in IT industry. I grew up to some extent, and after that I got stagnant. But when I compared with the person who is next to me, or my friend, my close friend, who is very close to me, and when they grow, the growth looks like the second category, which I have shown in the brown color. So my friend career growth in the healthcare sector. He is in the healthcare sector, and Look at that, how he is growing and how I grew. So why it happens that because of keeping ourselves in the comfort zones, and comfort zones, uh, they they may be of results from multiple, they may be related to the multiple reasons. So maybe a generation where we have filthy rich, I am a filthy rich person and I don't want any kind of job. I am enjoying the job and I'm just keeping myself into I just go to the office and come back. So I don't have any kind of goals in my life. So it is a kind of a stagnance. And why? Because that stagnancy, because I don't need more money. People are there in this category, and it may be any reason also, generation wealth, or maybe no kind of um, some kind of family restrictions, not able to give more time to the career growth, no time to upskill. So there are maybe any kind of reason, but you need to understand if you are into this state, so why the stagnancy is happening with me. So that needs to be understood. So that is why I'm just showing this slide, and it happens. We look at other people and compare. So how much that person is earning and how much I'm earning. So it happens because we are humans, right? So this is a text I have given so that when I share this presentation in a PDF format, so you can understand what actually I explained in the previous slide. So after spending certain time in one organization, so we usually compare ourselves with the others, and that triggers the feeling of jumping into the other domain, or that the even if it is not relevant domain to me, we may try to jump into others domains. So for I'm not saying that this is a wrong practice. So if if uh, if I am a guy from industry which is very much irrelevant to a cybersecurity domain. So, but cybersecurity and other domains are increasing in a faster pace. So, if I can learn the things and I can get myself certified in the cybersecurity, if I can find a job, good job in that particular domain, so it's not wrong practice. People are doing that also. It's a fast to get into the faster pace. So that is why I mentioned that this may be wrong for few people, but happens with many of the cases. So how we try to jump into the other companies or jobs. So we have seen in the first slide that I have shown how the ideal career path looks like, and we must have observed the people who actually reach their goals, and they are visible in the social media or many other platforms. We look at them and we get motivated, and we try to become them. So if it is a path what I have chosen, if you are engineer and you graduated engineering and you postgraduate in engineering and you started your career in engineering and it is continuing, then the path would be one path. If you see the yellow line goes in one pattern, and other lines, they have their own patterns. So how it looks like, if I give a short example. So the person graduates and after that joins a first job in engineering, the relevant sector, and then goes to US and does the MS in IT sector, and then starts again the first job, second job, and he thinks that something is missing because it is that field is not relevant to me, and he tries to jump into another domain. He tries his luck in healthcare. It didn't work for some time, and then again went back to engineering sector, and he grew. This just for an example. It's an illustration example. You need to understand where you started your career and where you're jumping and what is actually your goal. This has to be understood. Then these are the examples and not a real-time stories kind of thing. So second thing is the person graduates in healthcare sector, maybe pharma or maybe doctor, and after that does management MBA and starts career in IT sector, and slowly moving on. And after that, he did not like the job, and after that he went to his own domain, and then after that he thought that no, my field is not yielding much money, and money is in IT sector, and then again went back to IT sector here. So this is how people are doing, jumping into the relevant, irrelevant kind of things, the kind of domains, industries. See the one more example, the maybe if you can take an example of a MA literature, MA English kind of people who write the who has the writing skills. So the person starts his career in literature, like in that stream, does graduate, got the graduation, and goes to post graduation. After this, he starts all these things, and he grew up to this level because see the growth pattern here. So what actually I wanted to explain you, that if you keep on jumping into the different domains, what happens? The previous experience go to zero level. You need to restart every time once you go to any irrelevant domain. So see, if this person might have started his career from here and grew and continued doing the job in the last literature segment. So he would have gone into an improvement track and might have become a big person in future. So it is just to an example that we jump from the starting of the career or the mid of the career in the last stage of the career also. So we do a lot of things here. So I would like to suggest you and recommend you that you have to connect these dots as per your own journey. So if it is clear, if it is not confusing, just put clear in the chat box so that Bhaskar may stop me at any point of time. Okay. So you understood, right? This concept, you have to practice. You have to identify your own track, where you started, what is your destiny, and how you are moving. So I have given the dots. You just take a printout, or I'm going to share the PDF copy so you can do that. So what could be the way to become more relevant if we are working in an irrelevant field and stuck in somewhere? So what are the ways to become more relevant? The worst scenario is from where we have started. You can go back to your start point anytime. So you are a graduate in a civil engineering, or maybe you are a graduate in IT sector, or maybe you are a doctor or pharma guy. So it's not a negative things to go back to your own parent domain, parent stream. So this is a worst case scenario, since we have already moved to certain extent. So I don't recommend this, but don't take it as a standard one. It is one possibility. So we always have an option to go back. So let's find the other ways. So what happens that we are as an employees, we are selling our skills and we are our profiles. So we are selling something, so there should be a market to buy, right? So the employees are the market for us. So I'm just analyzing the market scenario here. What is the market expectation is? So what employer is expecting from a bid manager? So when I'm saying bid manager, you may consider yourself, you may be a pursuit manager, proposal writer, bid writer, whatever. So to make it easier, make it simplify, so I am using this bid manager term. So you yourself can find out what the actually job titles are saying in the job market. So these are the things, actually real time things what actually I extracted recently in the last week from the LinkedIn. What is the expectation from the employer to show you. So some people are asking for technical bid manager, simple bid management, AGM level, because that is an experience level. And there are some specific taglines with the from the healthcare sector or maybe a location kind of thing. So these are the things actually I found in LinkedIn. I just wanted to show you so that you'll come to know what is the how the trend is changing. Earlier, there were no specializations. Earlier, 10 years back or 15 years back, there was only one title, that bid manager or proposal writer. This was the job titles. But now they are into very specific. They are asking for very specific domain experience. Okay. So these are the things, and you can these are self-explanatory. I'm just giving a glimpse of that. So I just want to spend some time in this slide, because this slide I have kept to the to show you the specializations. So FMD, I'm not under, like, I don't know what FMD or WMD, but a person who does the graduation and post graduation in that particular sector, they definitely will come to know what is the grid control solution. And bid manager jobs are available their own sector. Maybe it is a electrical domain or maybe electronics domain. I don't know, because I'm not from the engineering background. So lead proposal and program development. I really don't understand what actually program development is and how the bid manager or maybe proposal manager is related to the program. So it may be in the at the bigger levels. So all these things from, say that bid managers, they need from the Canada or maybe strategic center of excellence, signaling and telecom, metro rail, for the metro rail projects, CGLS. I don't know what is the what actually it is the, but I don't know, you also maybe not knowing what actually is written there. But relevant people who followed that path, they definitely will come to know what actually they are asking for. So relevance and the previous background in that particular domain is very much important to understand current expectation of the employer. So you can see that the insurance management also there, bid technical manager, bid cost manager. So that is related to bid. Once the bid technical manager is there, so they're more inclined towards the technical side. Cost is towards pricing side or commercial side. So the same thing in this slide also you can go through when you receive the PDF. So, but our titles, how it look like, we are into these many. We occupy these many kind of designations, and bid director, bid manager, pursuit lead, client solution manager, sales operation professionals. So there are so many things. So here, overall expectations from the employer, what actually they are expecting. The expectations are changing time to time. If the person is a beginner or at mid-level or at the top level, so completely they are expecting completely different. Accordingly, the salary structure and other things will vary. So at the beginning, what happens that they just want us to execute a tender, execute a RFP, not beyond that. And after that, at mid levels, they may be changing. And if you are looking at the top level, they are actually expecting a specialist at the higher level after 10 years of experience, or maybe more than 15 years of experience. So they are expecting a bid manager to go to any extent towards customer side or maybe towards other side, technology side. So I have listed down few things which actually I thought of keeping it here. Um, so the employer is expecting you to be a specialist bid manager or a specialist guy. So now I would like to say that simply building a proposal won't work for a long run, because the things are changing rapidly. Expectations of the employers are changing. So we need to catch up their expectations. So while planning our next job, we need to consciously understand few points here. The employers landscape. So the companies are there in different formats: small, large, extra large, corporates. So there are so many varieties of companies existing in the market. So we need to diligently choose where we have to go. Okay. So the employee landscape is the size, the core businesses, one business or multiple business, whether that business is close to me or not. Because I'm from a engineering background, if the company does insurance kind of job, it is a complete mismatch for me. If I am from the commercial background, if I am coming from that BCom or maybe MCom or maybe MBA finance, then I would be fitting myself into the insurance kind of job, but not an engineer, right? So you need to understand the core business, support system you have, cultures, policies, abilities to take risk. Companies, all the companies are uh, uh, not same while taking the risk factors. So you need to understand what is the risk taking abilities of that company. So, and after coming after employees landscape, there are employers expectation, our strengths and weaknesses, what I can do and what I can't, what I like and what I hate. This have to be very clear. Pros and cons of the target role. You have targeted a role, but you need to understand what actually the role is fully, not partially, and not assumptions. It should be a realistic kind of a study with proofs. So if you are targeting a role of a business development manager, you want to become a business development manager or a sales manager. So you need to go into that role for some extent and feel what actually they are doing, what are the pros and cons. So after that, gaps between what we know and what is required. The target persona. Persona means that if the person whom you want to become. So you need to get full information about that. Not the assumptions. Risk in the target role. And next is the how you have to start the journey. You need to learn many procedures. So coming to the employee size, we have small scale, mid scale, and the multinational. So small scale organizations, mostly they are many of the small scale organizations are not visible to the market, external market. Maybe if a company posts their JD on Naukri or maybe some other job sites, monster.com or maybe other sites. So I may not be knowing the small companies, but the bigger companies are more visible to the market. Market means for employee, I am a market. Employee is the market. So here, employers, businesses, small scale organizations. So I have taken few examples, but you can imagine multiple scenarios by mixing all these things. So first example I have taken as the small scale organization doing one business. So if a small scale is maybe 20 to 30 employed organization is there, and they're completely into HR staffing. They also do the bid management, or maybe some other technology domain. Simple, small scale organization, small organization, one business solution, very simple. Medium scale organization, one business solution, it is also simple. While moving ahead, medium scale organizations with few, one or three or maybe four business solutions, then it may become a complication for you, because you will be receiving a tenders from all the domains. So if you take the example I have shown here. So if you are working as a bid manager in this organization, so you will be getting the tender documents related to the cloud solutions, staffing, as well as database management. So you won't become a specialist in cloud or maybe staffing or maybe, but it is quite possible in the small scale organizations where you have one business solution, you can become a staffing expert there. So in the third level, same thing, but with the some more additions of the solutions where you may be given um, a, a role to play uh, to handle only tenders from the cloud technology or maybe healthcare sector. So if it is there, then it's a good practice. But if they are expecting you to handle the tenders or the RFPs from all the domains, then it would be a complicated thing. Okay, so you need to understand first employer businesses, what all their business solutions, how many business solutions they are into with the into the market with. So I think you understood this topic. If you have any doubts, you just keep it aside. We'll discuss later. So employer support is a very important thing in the small scale organizations. You will be you'll be expected to become a superhuman. So everything like I have shown here with a dotted circle. So only 3 support functions are there. Maybe uh, you can relate to your own sector. So what actually other dots, but some other dots are missing. And bid managers are expected to fill all these things. If the finance team is not there, you will be expected to go to bank to prepare a bid security or EMD or maybe tender document fees. It may happen because that small scale organization, they don't have uh, some kind of departments. So you need to fill up that gap. But in the bigger corporates, you'll find complete support system and you'll be handling your own job, not concentrating on the support system. Okay. In the middle scale organizations, again, some are there, some are not there. So you'll be doing multitasking most of the time. So if you agree with me, just put agree in the chat box. If you are not agreed. So how the support system look like? I just wanted to showcase in a very simplified manner with a dots kind of thing. So it is completely self-explanatory. In some organizations, they are relevant. Some organizations they may be irrelevant. So mostly I have whatever I know, I just kept it here. And some may be missing, some may be like you may feel that some has you may have to, I may have to add some more things here. So solution side, we need SMEs, we need technical architects, pre-sales guys, some other project managers to prepare project plans, or maybe some other things which are more technical in nature. So I have listed SMEs, technical solution architect, project management, services, research and development, operations, content writers. Technical content writers are there. So pre-sales guys, delivery guys. So towards solution, I have listed these things, and towards customer side, I have listed a business analyst, sales enablement guys, market researchers, GTM go-to-market guys, client managers, or maybe these guys, client management people, sales capture guys, inside sales guys, lead generation guys, market intelligence. It's a market and competitive intelligence, who actually the people who give us the this kind of intelligence. So channel partners are there, partner everybody separately there, and marketing guys. So this is towards the customer channel. So if you come to the bids and proposals, so we need proposal management guys, bid management guys, proposal author, proposal writers, um, and we need some kind of repository related to financial capabilities, project experience, and we need a graphic designer here. But in some organizations, we don't find the graphic designers, so we have to become a graphic designer also. So that is why I'm saying that if you are into a kind of organization in which you find lack of support system, then you need to fill all these gaps because you are the proposal owner. Okay, so in the small organizations, all these red color things are missing. Maybe ideally it's not a standard kind of thing. Maybe you will find you may find a small scale organization that may give more support than the corporates. It also happens because you're directly connected with the CEOs and you're more powerful there. So and you're exposed to everything related to bids and proposals, right from the coming from like starting from the customer side to post bid side. Okay, so it depends upon the organization to organization, but mostly these things are missing. What actually I have shown in the red dots, they are missing. So functions interactions required to drive a bid. So how we do something like we do something to drive a bid. So there are a lot of communication is happening. This is the thing I just wanted to show to ideal situation of the mid-scale or maybe other bigger scale organizations, how the reach of the bid manager. So we reach out to sales, like even if you have a doubt with customer RFP or maybe on the doubt at customer side, so we reach through the sales guys. So I have kept the sales guys in between. So these are the facilitators for us, and I can reach up to sales, solution, admin, legal, finance, and some organizations legal is not there. You need to become a legal guy. So finance, quality, HR. This is a very generic slide, basic slide. Everybody can understand. It is very self-explanatory. The smileys I have kept at the top of the functional people. I just wanted to showcase that they also need to interact with other people. So you just look at the solution guy. He has to go back to the other department, project management, or maybe operations, technical operations, or maybe manufacturing unit to get the data, the exact data to be filled in the proposal. So they have their own dependence. So this is the grid actually I have prepared to showcase how many kind of communications are happening in the bid side. So if you are a bid manager, you are completely and again this changes from organization to organization. Every organization is having their own process at the for the bid management to drive the bid processes. So if you are a bid manager, so you are existing here in the proposal side, so you will be interacting with the sales guys and the solution architects for the to receive technical inputs and some other guys, especially the legal, pricing, or maybe other guys. So you have to understand deeply because this is the ecosystem where we are actually working. We know what other peoples are doing, what other people's job is. So here you can ask me what next. So before that is the concepts and landscapes and ecosystems I have shown you. So coming to the what next. So you need to find a balance between the work and life. To do that, you need to love your job. That needs to be joyful, enjoyable, and energetic, so that you will find a balance there. So here I have shown you the complete communication network over there. Can you able to handle all those things? So obviously the answer would be no, because you can't be a superhuman. But for few people, it may be possible, so they can do that. So again, coming to the complete communication network, can you handle? yes, you can do that, but from the very top level, if you are leading a department, and the departments consist of all these things, as a sales enabled department is there, and complete functions are reporting to you, then at very top level you can manage that also with your leadership skills. But if you are inclined towards very because you had worked with sales guys, if you are liking that sales job, maybe you're inclined towards the sales. So you have to understand, are you really going to enjoy the sales job? Because there is a customer interactions, sales activities, RFP scouting kind of thing. So there are so many things done by the sales guys. But if you are liking that job, definitely you can target that. Or are you inclined towards a or towards technical side? And this depends upon what your background is. Are you from a technical background, did graduation in technical side, after post graduation in technical side, or maybe you're coming from the management side? If you are coming from the management, then this may be a suitable opportunity for you to look for, and this is for the technical side. So if I'm coming from the engineering side or maybe technical side, I may look to become a solution architect. There is a possibility. A bid manager becoming a solution architect is a possibility. So are you liking that kind of job? So are you inclined towards technical side? Are you related to into much core technical domains like projects, products, core technical operations, or maybe manufacturing units, delivery? Are you inclined towards pricing or commercial? If you are coming from the finance sector, you may be liking the jobs done by the commercial teams. So are you inclined towards that this side, pricing or commercial side? Or you are a people person, people handling person, you like to manage the people, vendors, partners? If you are a person kind of having liking towards this sector, so this is there for you. So partners, vendor management is there, and some more things I have listed here. So procurement is there, contracts, subject matter experts you can become, marketing side you can go, quality side you can go, proposal writing side you can go if you are if you have a um, good command on writing in English. So graphic design, if you are a designing guy, animation side you can go to prepare the video proposals, or maybe some other things for the technical presentations. So coaching and training, one of the things actually now it is available for us, or any other you can, or you may become entrepreneur, or maybe if you are having filthy rich wealth, you can retire also. So these are the things actually I have figured out, and this leads to be thoroughly understood by you. Are you having interest in sales, technical or core technical, commercial side, or people side? And other things I have listed here: procurement, contract, subject matter, maybe legal also. So don't think that businesses are happening only through RFPs. It happens without RFPs also. Direct businesses are there, and you can go and fit at that level also. So you can choose where you can place yourself to excel. So excellence is very important. Growth is very important. So we need to choose where we can be more relevant, more fit. So available functions, possibilities I have listed here to just showcase you, and I have left the other things as a blank, and you can fill out, because you are from one industry and from the another industry. So I may not be knowing the complete picture of your situation, but if we both together meet together and discuss about the points, I can suggest you. But here in this webinar, I just kept some blanks, but possibilities I've given: sales, channel sales, business development, sales enablement, sales operations, or you can go to solution side, technology domain, project management. Procurement side, you can go vendor management, pricing. Bid director, you may become complete if you are having a complete command on the processes, and you can lead the teams. You can become a big director, and you can become a big business unit head, pursuit lead, captures, bid head, can become a team lead, managing multiple bid managers, and you may become you can go into the contracts, legal side also, if you are having that interest into legal side. And you can become a sales trainer, bid coach, bid consultant, external consultant after coming out of that company, this employment side. And you can become a business coach also, not specially into bids, but you can, because you know everything, the complete landscape ecosystem you understand very well. So you can go as a business coach and explain these things to a small scale and mid scale organizations. There is a possibility, but if you have to try it. So you can go to operations, you may become a designer, or maybe you can become entrepreneur. So you need to thoroughly understand your case and fill these gaps. Okay, what next? If you are boring, just let me know. I should know about what you actually you're thinking. If it is overwhelming also, just put it in the chat box. So what next? Ground rule is that what actually is outside for us, it is completely related to what is there deep inside us. So what is there outside for you depends upon what is there deep inside you. So identify yourself first, because we are born differently. So we are born different. So we have different demographics, and we carry different behavioral patterns, priorities. My priority is different, your priority is different, constraints are different, strengths, weaknesses, belief systems, and societal factors, preferences, financial problems, geographical advantages and disadvantages, family backgrounds, completely different. We all are unique in nature by birth. So we are born in with some kind of constraints and advantages kind of thing. So while looking for next change in the career, your problems are completely different from the mine. So you need to understand first what is your own problem, and to solve that problem. So you need to diligently select what should be my company size, what should be my company's number of businesses, what should be my company's support system. So all these things you need to diligently work out. So if you want to understand what actually how you have actually born, so there is a website, a website 16personalities.com. So you can find it. Sorry. So there is a test to find out your personalities. So I'm just giving an example. Here they just segregated into they just separated 4 kind of major professions: analysts, diplomats, sentinels, and explorers. Okay. So you need to understand where you are existing, and once you complete finish this test, they'll give a career suggestion for you. So where you are, you will be more relevant and more fit in future, in long run. So what next depends on what's inside you. Once you go deeper into you'll come to know what actually there inside. So what did you dream to do? You must have had some dreams in your life, and what do you love to do and what do you hate to do? You need to understand both the sides, what you love and what you hate. Strengths, weaknesses, priorities. Some priorities are money. They go and accept any risks for the money. People are there. Some people are more towards the family time, health, depends upon you. What actually your age is, depending upon your age, the family background, the family setup. Slowly the priorities will change. My priorities may be different from you. So again, the what is the expectation from the industry, we need to understand. And how good you are at in growing, like in learning the things and implementing the things. This also will affect a lot. So I just wanted to give an example of a sports person. So we have seen so many sports person becoming a commentator, but not many. The best sports person usually they retire and go back to their homes and they do their own things, whatever they like. But we have some people, few people who are commentators because they like speaking. Similarly, we find some of them, the sports people in coaching, selectors, board members, speakers, singers, administrators. So many other professions are there chosen by the core sports guys. So there are some core examples I just wanted to talk about. That sales guys usually they have a tendency not to read lengthy documents, but legal guys do. So if they are choosing, if you are choosing, if you are into sales side and if you are targeting a legal kind of job, it may won't work in the long run. The submissive person can tolerate a micromanaging boss, but not an aggressive guy. If you are an aggressive guy, you should not go under a micromanaging boss. So other scenarios are listed here. People roam who love to roam around. They won't sit at one place for long time. So they should not target a kind of software engineering kind of job. So what is there outside depends upon, again, I would say that what is there inside, discover who you are from inside. And just understand our professions keep us alive. I'm liking my profession, so I am motivated. I'm happy. That is why I'm living better life. I'm healthy. Once you don't understand, and when you daily, if you are getting frustrated in your work environment, that will hit your health first, and after that your complete ecosystem, complete environment. It will hit complete uh, the things which are related to you. So you need to try to be happy and enjoy the work you do. Love, gratitude, joy, happiness keep us energetic every day, every moment. That leads towards the excellence. Then only we can excel in our careers. So I would recommend some books here, because once you start reading books, you'll come to understand what is there. You have to see, you have to look inside you and find what is the reason you are here on earth. So there are so many self-help books available in the market. So you need to choose the books which are related to yourself and your area, and learn the things suggested and implement that. Without implementation, it is completely not possible to do the transformation. So one book I am recommended here is that it's from the Dale Carnegie, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. And few pages I have already placed here. So you need to, why I'm why I'm showing these pages, why I have selected these pages, because he talked about uh, choosing the job, selecting a specific job which is completely close to your heart. So all these 6 pages, it is all about selecting a job which is completely suitable to you. So I hope you'll be getting this PDF and you'll be reading all these pages. So I'm not promoting this book, but it is a very good topic. I just found that it is very useful for you, that all of us. So, okay, then what next? You may ask me. Recommended steps are that first of all, you need to change your growth like mindset from the limiting mindset to you need to catch up that growth mindset. You need to believe there is something happen that is there is something happening uh, at upper level or maybe other areas where I can be more fit, more relevant, and I can earn more money. So once you put that kind of growth mindset, then you'll come to generate ideas. And next, you find your micro niche. Don't get into niche and the generic kind of things. And you have to identify what is your core micro niche. If you are an engineer, which kind of engineering you like? Are, are you interested in civil engineering or mechanical engineering? If you are a mechanical engineer, go into deeper. Are you automobile engineering, or maybe you are something, some other branches? If you are a civil engineer, are you good at dam constructions, or you're good at roadways? It depends upon your what your education background is. So get into your micro niche, build intelligence, talk to people, and know what exactly what they are doing, and know what is required to get into that role, and understand what you are already having, understand the gaps and try to fill the gaps. And then after preparation, you have to hit, and definitely you may or may not succeed, but failure rate is more. Don't get demotivated. Failures are stepping stones. Improve to the next level, prepare at next level, and reset yourself, and next do a strategic game and hit again. Definitely you'll win. You'll get into that role within some time, but it may take little or longer, but there is a way. So recommended steps I have given in a text format, and I need to you need to read through all these things, and this will come again. You are targeting one role, and once you reach there, and the hunger starts again. So this is a repeatable game. So you need to understand, you need to learn the process. Once you implement, you'll come to know what are the struggles. And sometimes you may be you will find yourself getting stuck or blocked in some areas. So uh, so you need to understand the upper limit. If you are a senior bid manager role and you are expecting some kind of salary which is not possible in that industry, in that sector, for senior bid manager role, so you need to change. You need to either jump to the other level, maybe a BU head kind of level, or maybe senior director kind of a level. So it may be anything, and that again depends upon from where you are coming from. Okay. So first of all is this: you have to set a goal where you have to reach, and identify your micro niche, identify the personas in the target roles, and then you need to implement. There is a process called goal manifestation. So you can find most of the books on that goal manifestation, and even free training programs are also there. You just go and attend those training programs. You'll come to know how you have to set your goals, and how you have to start your journey towards achieving your goals. There is a process and procedure, and taking action is very important. Implementation is very important. And one more book is there, Compound Effect. Uh, why I'm displaying this is that once you set your target to become somebody, so you need to change the associations. One, you are spending your time with uh, guys who are not actually relevant to to reach that side. So you need to change the pattern of your association. So this is a very good page actually I found in that book, so I just wanted to show it across here. And above all, this is my book. I am not promoting this, but there is something written for a generic kind of job shift, so that the title is saying that make the job run after you. Don't run after a job. Make the job run after you. So I have shared some key points here. It is around 45 minutes read. Either you can buy. If you are not able to buy, just connect me on LinkedIn. I'll share the PDF copy. I have shared some a procedure, and I have discussed the things happening around us. So I am recommending you to read this book. I'm not asking you to buy. If you are not able to buy, just message me on LinkedIn. I'll send it across the PDF. But I'm insisting you to read this book. Okay. So I think Bhaskar, if we have time, we can discuss again. These are the generic topics. So otherwise, we can skip, because I think we are running out of time, right?
I think this is the reason we love you, Venu, because you could have done it in 20 slides, but I know you came across with 78 slides, and that's what makes it extra special. I mean, like, for somebody who can come out and share everything, whatever he learned, put it in a slide, and that's what, please do connect with Venu. Please do let us know how we can help. Yes, we are running 3-4 minutes
These are
late.
the generic things, and you can understand in the slides, that PDF document also. So I'm putting my case here. I'm just if you have questions, you please.
Again,
I'm going to end this one.
No, Venu, I think you have given a lot of thought process. The way you mapped, what we could have connected dots back from our experience in the sectors and to current role, and how you can then take that dots to go forward. I think there is a lot of science behind what you just said. And I think, I'm sure people can relate to it, and there's a lot for them to contemplate. As you know, the chat was really, really full today with a lot of stuff. Again, I am not going to ask Kribu quiz, but what I'm going to say that is there are 22 people who are here. If there is any one question, please do ask now. There are 22 people left. I will make all 22 as Kribu quiz winners this week, because it takes a lot of guts to say so far, especially for the colleagues in the Asia, Indian time zone. It's already 9:30 or maybe close to 10 o'clock for you in the night. So thank you. Otherwise, if there is any questions, please do drop it now. More than happy to talk it through in the last 1 or 2 minutes. Thank you for joining. Next week, we have Janet Valdi taking it from not just one person, but we are going to talk about creating a healthy team environment. It's Tuesday, 2 p.m. UK. Yes, we are slightly mismatching. It's not like 3 p.m. regular, mainly because I now have school duties, pickup duties. So I need to be on the school run. That means it's either going to be 1 hour before or 1 hour after. 2 p.m. UK next week, creating healthy team environment with Janet Valdi. But if you are staying for the next 5-10 minutes, any questions, please do drop it in the chat. We'll add it. Otherwise, thank you for sharing. When the link gets posted, you can have access to the recording with the same link. Moment I click end the session, in 15-20 minutes, you could access the recording. It's as simple as that. And once we post the recording and other things, please do share it to your friends. Venu will be super happy, because he has taken all this time. And to make it even worse, Venu doesn't have electricity at home as he's running this presentation. So please do share your love and support to Venu as it's like 10 o'clock without the electricity. He came out with a 78 slide deck. So question. It's a burning question for many bid managers today. What's next? And for new bid manager, what is the career? Okay, I think it's just a comment, Manish. Comment from Manish there. So personally, I think next week is BPC Asia. If anybody's going there, unfortunately, I can't be there because my passport didn't come through.
I'm missing you, Bhaskar.
I'm sorry. My passport renewed, it didn't come through, so the OCA got delayed. I'll be missing, but my love will be there. I spoke to Tony. Tony will be there. So on my behalf, Tony Budge will do that. So, but again, thank you everybody for joining. If there is any questions, Venu's details are there. Please do drop a line to Venu. Recording will be up and live. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Look after yourself. Stay healthy. Thank you everybody for joining.
Thank you so much, guys.